First, let's talk about the Aztecs. They had a very strong religious foundation. Their society consisted of the belief that there were multiple gods, and the sun god was the most important god. They believed that they were responsible for all the natural resources and all the wealth in the empire. In order to remain the wealthiest and most powerful empire, they had to provide precious water for the gods, such as human sacrifices. And they believed that the most noble sacrifices needed to be warriors captured from opposing teams. The Aztecs had a warrior based society. They were in constant warfare due to the need to provide human sacrifices for the gods. This created a lot of tension amongst the neighbors, and this eventually led to their downfall because opposing neighbors quickly allied to the Spaniards in order to prevent such a warrior-based society. Now let's discuss the Spaniards' role. The Aztecs had a prophecy that suggested that there would be the second coming of a god. Many believe that Hernan Cortez was that returning god. This allowed him to be welcomed into the empire, and he was able to gain the trust of the leader, and eventually they captured that ruler. Even though the Aztecs had more men and they outnumbered the Spaniards had military and technological superiority. They had horses which the Native Americans had never seen before in their life. They also had guns, and the Native Americans only had arrows. They also had these powerful machines known as cannons, and this created a lot of chaos in the Native American society due to fear. Also, due to the warrior-based society, it was easy for the Spaniards to gain allies from the neighbors. Another advantage of the Spaniards was their accidental weapon, diseases. The Columbian Exchange had its pros and its cons. A few of its pros was the raw materials such as beans, tobacco, and the exchange of livestock. Unfortunately, with that, there was a huge con due to the livestock's bacteria and germs that were brought with it. The Native Americans were never exposed to that type of germs, and this led to smallpox and the contraction of other diseases, and unfortunately led to countless deaths in the Native American population. Even the Spaniards were affected by the Columbian Exchange. Due to the interaction between the Native Americans and the Spaniards, they brought syphilis into the Old World, and that led to multiple deaths as well. The lack of immunity was a huge downfall for the Aztecs. Overall, the fall of the Aztec Empire was inevitable. Both the Spaniards and the Aztecs can be credited for the downfall of this once powerful Mexica Empire.